So I'm sure most of you guys already know, but for those that don't, Rell Games is making a One Piece game called Rell Seas. And what they are accomplishing within the time frame they are accomplishing it seems to be close to impossible. And the Rell brothers just gave us some recent information, and it's why I believe that the release date is probably sooner than you would expect. But real quick, if you guys don't know that much about Rell Seas, I have some videos on my channel with everything you guys need to know, so if you want to look at that, that's cool. But I'm sure a lot of you guys seen that a few days ago, the developers of Rell Seas, or Rell Seas specifically, said that there will be 30 fruits on release. And although that was exciting to hear, and a lot of people were excited by this, there was also other people that were very critical of this, saying things like 30 fruits we never get in Rell Seas ever. And I could see both sides. 30 fruits is obviously really intriguing to hear and honestly really exciting, but when you consider how much quality Rell Seas appears to be putting into these fruits, and then also considering all of the other aspects of the game they have to add, such as fruit combat, fruit balancing, the whole adventure aspect of the game, a lot of people forget Rell Seas is supposed to be an adventure survival game, so you got a whole crafting system you got to make and whatnot. But all the promises Rell Seas has made about the game has caused a lot of people to believe that the game is over promising and it's actually going to under deliver and take a long time to release, which I understand why people are assuming this. Consider almost any Roblox game, there's always delays, it's always under delivering. Let's just be real, there's very few exceptions for this. One example in my opinion would be Arcane Odyssey, but besides the rare exceptions, you get games like Grand Peace, which just take forever to get the most basic things done. So most of us that have been playing Roblox games for a while now see that. And when almost any Roblox game over promises and then ends up delaying the game to still under deliver, it's just the way most Roblox players think. So this is where we get to Rell Seas' statement, which actually has a lot to do with this, because he basically says that the other One Piece games on Roblox are basically too comfortable and don't have any innovation in them, and that innovation is the goal of Rell Seas and to really move the platform forward. And then he goes on to say something which I feel like has a lot to do with the actual release date of the game. He says that you have all been robbed with yearly updates alongside delayed updates that should have only taken like a month to create. And I mean, we all know what games he's talking about here, and those are the reasons that people are really skeptical of what we're gonna get and how the game is actually gonna play, and they're thinking it's overrated, which if that's your opinion, that's fine. But the reason most people are saying this is because you see other games and you see how they failed, so we're just assuming that Rell Games is also gonna fail, and that I don't really think is fair to say, especially considering Rell Games' reputation. They clearly are hard workers, and people also don't realize that they've been working on Rell Seas for almost a year. If you look in the Discord, the first Rell Seas message was in March of last year. And if you guys remember that tweet from earlier, he basically said that games take like a year to release an update that should have taken about a month. He might be exaggerating, but if you do take it literally, he is basically saying or implying that he could get stuff done 12 times faster than these other devs. And considering the amount of content that we have already seen for Rell Seas, which has only been in development for a year, which already seems to have more content than games like GPO, which have been in development for like 4 years, it's hard for me to not believe him. Think about it, we'll most likely get Gear 4 and Rell Seas before we get Gear 2 and Grand Peace. And if they're releasing with 30 fruits, that's more than Grand Peace has too. And I don't mean to just compare the game to Grand Peace, but it's important to give context to what they're promising us and put it in perspective. So that leaves us with the question of, when will Rell Seas actually release? Well, considering how many sneaks we have gotten about the game, and clearly that they're trying to build hype around the game right now, I don't understand why they would be trying to do all this if it wasn't going to be releasing in somewhat a relatively close future. And also considering that the gun teaser, which is supposed to be dropping any day now, is supposed to be the final teaser for Rell Seas, it wouldn't make sense if it was the final teaser but the game is dropping like next year. So in my opinion, which obviously don't take for fact, it is just my opinion, it could be completely wrong, I believe the game could be coming and is most likely coming in early summer. From a performance perspective, our early summer release just makes the most sense. Think about it, everyone's out from school, you know what I'm saying, they're gonna just get a lot more players from just releasing at that time of year. And then also considering the timeline, it just makes a lot of sense. Not only does the game probably still have a lot of work to be done, it also needs to be tested, at least tested to the point where it's ready for release. And even if they somehow got the game done even faster than this, like they were done in May for example, why would they not wait till June when the kids are out of school and the release will do better? It could also easily be later, but just considering the Rell brothers' clear work ethic, I'ma believe it's gonna be dropping early summer. I could easily be wrong, so feel free to disagree with me, but when do you guys personally think it's dropping and why? If y'all made it to here, y'all probably enjoy my content, so I'd appreciate if y'all would subscribe. Thank y'all.